Just because it doesn't work out doesn't mean it's over. Just because it doesn't go the way that you have it planned out in your head does not mean that it's not working in your favor. Life is so much more complicated. If we look at life for what it truly is, you start to realize that things aren't as easy as they are. You may want one thing to happen in your life, but it's not always going to play out like that. Life does not work like that. And we know that. We know that life is more complicated than that. And X knew that life was way more complicated than that. X and a few of his songs truly went into understanding that life is difficult and life isn't as easy as we lay it out to be. There's gonna be so much more that does happen in your life, and not to get stuck on the end, but focus on the process. Focus on the process of actually getting there. Now, where did he talk about this? He talked about this in Moonlight, starting off with, why you tripping, get your mood right? All these people so bad mind. What's he focusing on? He's saying get your mood right because you have a bad mind. You have a bad mind. You're not in the proper focus right now. You're not thinking in a proper way right now. You're thinking in a very negative way that's not allowing you to reach that full progress that you should be reaching. If you want to be reaching what you say you want to reach, you need to be in that proper headspace. You need that good mindset inside of your head in order to get you there. It's not always easy to get either, and X knows this, saying that, boy, why you testing? Here's your lesson. Taking shots of your breath in, feel like I'm damaged. Him saying that, yes, it feels like stuff is not working out in that favor. He feels like it's not going in the way that it should be going. But even because of this, he still says, feel like I'm destined. Feel like I'm destined and feel like I'm gonna get what I say I'm gonna get. Even if it's not the end goal of what you said you wanted to get. If it doesn't work out, even in the way that you wanted it to work out, you still tried, and you tried harder than if you never even tried. You made steps forward that were monumental to your own growth. This might be me saying to cheer you up, but it's not like that. It's so much deeper than that. It's deeper because I'm telling you right here, and X was telling us that yes, even though we feel like we're destined, it might not work out, but don't get your mood wrong. Get your mood right. Get yourself in that proper headspace, because that's where the good life actually starts, and that's where the happiness begins from. See, it's hard because in life, we might want something super, super hard. We might want it more than anything else, and we may give all our efforts into it, and it still doesn't work in our favor, and we feel like we're not destined for it. We feel like it's not given to us, and that's the wrong way to look at it. Everything in this life, everything that we experience in this life helps push us forward. Every situation that irritates us helps us look at our own selves. If we allow it to, we look at our own selves, we take a look at ourselves, and we're like, why is this irritating me? Why am I letting this irritate me? Why am I letting this push me downwards? Why am I responding in this type of manner? It's all about your response. It's all about what you let affect you. If you let these situations truly affect you and hurt you, yes, you're not going to be making that progress that other people are doing or other rappers are doing. It all starts internally with how you're going to assess this external world. Whole life is just an internal versus an external battle. And X's favorite book, The Master Key System, even says this, that this is all an internal and external battle.
The only book I've ever read that taught me more about my mind was The Master Key. And that's when I was in jail. But it had nothing to do with my mind. My mind had already formulated this judgment, this perception. I've always perceived differently. That's why I was always the oddball.
You're facing the external world with your internal self. Everything that you've built up inside of you, all these habits, these thoughts, these motives, these all come out into the external world with the way that you react to situations and the way you let things hurt you. X examined this on the song Before I Close My Eyes on the bridge, saying difference, changing in the distance, time consumes the image. Whoa. Him saying that time is valuable, do not waste time. And things change with time. And the way that you react to situations change over time as well. Everything with time is valuable. Time is valuable, and the way you allow it to help motivate you or help change who you are. You know, I was not the same person that I was 6 years ago, and I was not on the same path that I was on 6 years ago. There's so much growth that happened in my own life, and I bet there's been so much growth that has happened in your own life. If you truly want something and it's not working out for you, there's different ways you can look at it. You can look at it, one, this is not working out for me, but there is another path for me. Or the second way is to, this is a minor setback and it will push myself forward. There's no way I can tell you what the proper way to do in your situation is. In my own situation, it was a more pivot approach, and to know that, hey, I know that I'm doing a good job. I know that I'm growing every single day, but this path may not be for me. There's so many paths that we can take in life. My paths, I'm just saying the stuff that we want to do, the way we want to act, the way we want to talk, the things we want to do in our free time, what we want to associate with, who we want to associate with. There's so many things that you can associate yourself with, so many ways that you can look at life. If you truly want to look at life, you get to make your life. That's the cool part about this life, that when we walk through this life, we get to choose who we are. If you want to be a runner, you can be a runner. If you want to go be a boxer, you can go sign up, be a boxer. If you want to work at a company and actually grow that company, you can build one and you can start doing that kind of stuff for yourself, for financial freedom or for helping the universe. There's so much you get to do in this life that starts internally with you. It all starts internally, and that internal change will make that external change. As I said, your internal battles fight your external battles. Guys, it all starts with you. It all starts inside, and it's that pre-packaging, and that's what X was doing through all of these songs. Every single song that I assess about X, and I made a lot of these breakdowns on this channel, every single song that X made truly breaks down what it is. Now back to his song, Before I Close My Eyes, him in the chorus saying, before I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I hope it's not too late for me. Whoa. X used this outro of the album to represent the culmination of all of his feelings. Though he was expressing feelings of rage and pain, he still wants to be comforted at the end of the day. A lot of us also want to be comforted through the things that we do. We want to feel comforted. We want to feel like we're doing a good job, that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. The same stuff that was told to us in school. We want to feel like we're on the right path. But even for all of you still watching this video, I hope it's not too late for me. It's not late for you either. Even if you're feeling like what you're doing right now is not working in the way that you want it to work, it's not too late. It's not even close to being late enough for you. There's so much more that's going to come. One bad day and one bad activity does not define a whole life. It does not. Media may tell us that one bad thing will define a whole life. Yes, in the extreme circumstances of very, very violent stuff or very, very unhumanic stuff, yes, that's a whole different scale. But one little thing is not going to break your whole life. One little mess up is not going to break your own life. One small person walking out of your life, even if you may feel like it's big, one small person walking out of your life is not going to change your whole life. What's going to change your whole life is how you react to situations, and how I react to situations, how we all react to situations. That's what's going to change life. It all starts internally. It all starts internally. You have to notice that, hey, I'm faced in this life and there's so much stuff I can do and there's so much things I am doing. And even if I'm not doing the right thing, I'm still doing something and I'm still focusing and growing myself in one aspect. Guys, hold yourself to a high level, because you guys are high level people. You guys all have the potential to do something crazy, do something world changing, do something to apply these teachings to your own life and push yourself forward. And if you love the way that I talk about this kind of stuff that actually motivates you to want to learn more about it, my channel is a great resource for all of this material. I post a lot of this stuff on this channel about how to grow yourself and which way to go. There's so many different ways that we can grow ourselves, so many different ways and music to listen to in order to help us push ourselves forward to that level. If you truly want to do that, check out my YouTube channel, Blue Vanity. It'll just be down there and you guys know where it is. Again, if you guys are lazy right now, I'll have a video up here for you to check out. My name's Blue Vanity. I make a lot of videos about X, hip-hop, spirituality. If you love it, feel free to subscribe. I love you. Thank you. Have a good rest of your week. Take care.